Anthropogenic impacts and ecological footprints. Our planet Earth is the only known planet in the solar system that has all the elements important for our survival. However, as man evolved, they made changes in the environment by using different resources found on Earth that have fundamentally altered the physical, chemical, and biological systems of the planet, on which we humans and all organisms depend. Pollution, land degradation, biodiversity loss, and global warming are some of the examples of the effects of humans' treacherous acts against nature. Anthropogenic impact refers to the changes to biophysical environments and to ecosystems, biodiversity, and natural resources caused directly or indirectly by humans. Humans' impact on biodiversity involves four basic factors such as overexploitation of natural resources, habitat modification, conversion and fragmentation, introduction of exotic species, and pollution. Did you know that the story of the Earth is written in the rocks? The rocks unfold the story of the Earth, the geologic events, and the succession of life. Earth's history is divided into hierarchical series of smaller chunks of time, referred to as geologic time scale. This division in descending length of time are called eons, eras, periods, epochs, and ages. Its division is marked by the extinction of many life forms and the appearance of new ones. Geologic timescale.
As you can see in the picture, in the first column, the Hadean is the first geologic aeon of Earth history preceding the Archean on Earth. The Hadean began with the planet's formation about 4.54 billion years ago. The Archean Aeon is the second of the four geologic aeons of Earth's history, representing the time from 4,000 to 2,500 million years ago. Proterozoic Aeon is the third of the four geologic aeons of history. It is when the first abundant fossils of living organisms, mostly bacteria and archaeans, mostly appeared. Phanerozoic Aeon is the current geological aeon. It began approximately 541 million years ago. It is predated by the Precambrian aeons. The Phanerozoic began with the Cambrian explosion, which was the massive biodiversification of multicellular organisms that developed in the late Precambrian. In second column, start from below, we can see the Paleozoic era, which ran from 541 million to 251.9 million years ago, was a time of great change on Earth. The era began with the breakup of one supercontinent and formation of another. Plants become widespread and first vertebrate animals colonize land. The era has been divided into 6 periods: Permian, Carboniferous, Devonian, Silurian, Ordovician, and Cambrian. Next is Mesozoic era, which ran from 256 million to 66 million years ago. It is when the ancestor of major plant and animal groups that exist today first appeared during the Mesozoic, but this era is best known as the time of the dinosaurs. This era includes the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous periods. The Cenozoic era began about 66 million years ago and consists of 3 periods: the Quaternary, Neogene, and Paleogene. Cenozoic era is also known as the Age of Mammals.
Ecological footprint is the amount of biologically productive land and water needed to supply the people in a particular area or country with the resources and to absorb and recycle the waste and pollution produced by such resource use. Anthropocene epoch is an unofficial unit of geological time used to describe the most recent period in Earth's history when human activity started to have a significant impact on the planet's climate and ecosystems. It is also when different changes in our environment happen negatively and positively. As the human population grows, different changes in biodiversity happen. Humans used too many resources, polluted the air, water, and even the land, burned fossil fuels, and performed deforestation that caused anthropogenic impact to our planet. Anthropocene comes from the Greek terms for human anthropo and new sin. It was coined in the 1980s and then popularized in 2000 by atmospheric chemist Paul J. Crutzen and diatom researcher Eugene F. Stormer.
Evidences of the Anthropocene. Human activities has 1. Pushed extinction rates of animals and plants far above the long-term average. The Earth is on course to see 75% of species become extinct in the next few years if the trends continue. Philippine crocodile, Philippine eagle, tamaraw, pumbon sardine, ortawilis, calamian and Philippine spotted deer, tarsier, sea turtles, balabak mouse deer or pilandok, wild pig or baboy damo, Philippine forest turtle, waling-waling, Chris plant, staghorn fern, arabica coffee, catmoon are the animals that are in verge of extinction. The construction of an integrated protected area system is the principal government plan for safeguarding and maintaining biodiversity in the Philippines, or APAS. The APAS was established to conserve and maintain a representative sample of the country's ecosystems and habitat types, as well as the plant and animal species that inhabit them. But this intention has yet to be backed up by the serious action. 2. Increased levels of climate warming CO2 in the atmosphere at the fastest rate of 66 million years caused fossil fuel burning pushing the level from 280 parts per million before the Industrial Revolution to 400 ppm and still rising today. The problem. In our hometown here at Iloilo, we have a problem with pollution. In 2013, Iloilo City looked at its sources of air pollution and produced an emissions inventory. One major finding was unexpected indoor pollution from burning solid fuel in homes is a major source of air pollution in the city. The solution. To reduce, to reduce indoor pollution, the Iloilo City Environment Office started an awareness-raising campaign called the Social Marketing Information and Education Campaign. Its goal was to develop a partnership with stakeholders through various awareness-raising activities to highlight the connection between health and indoor pollution caused by the use of solid fuel. The Philippine Department of Environment and Natural Resources and Clean Air Asia helped launch this program to reduce pollution. 3. Put too much plastic in our waterways and ocean that microplastic particles are now virtually ubiquitous and plastics will likely leave the identifiable fossil around the future generations to discover. The problem. Being one of the city's gems, Iloilo River is praised for its exquisiteness, but little ugly creatures hide within its waters. Hundreds of thousands of coliform bacteria and plastics. The solution. The government assigned teams for a clean-up drive in the Iloilo River. 4. Double the nitrogen and phosphorus in our soils in the past century with fertilizer use. This is likely to be the largest impact on the nitrogen cycle in 2.5 billion years. The problem.
In the Philippines and Thailand,
Fertilizer overuse is responsible for the highest single share of agriculture's direct greenhouse gas emissions, currently equal to some 2.1 billion tons of CO2 annually. The solution. More efficient use of an animal manure and greater use, in rotations, of nitrogen fixing crops, such as legumes, which convert nitrogen from the air into a form that is biologically useful, will be crucial to replace synthetic nitrogen as part of the process of rebuilding soil fertility. 5. Left a permanent year of airborne particulates and sediment and glacial ice such as black carbon from fossil fuel burning.